What's going on, Top fans? Welcome to the halftime show, and we're just gonna get right into it. It's been a horror show out there for us. We're really missing Morgan Schneiderlin. Yeah, we got what we wanted, the three in the back, but it hasn't really worked out for us. It's too much inexperience in there. I did mention Matthew Pennington coming in to be that kind of backup center back because we're short, but then like I said, he hasn't played at all this season, and it's too much of a big stand, too much of a grand stand for him to come in. So that's why in my lineup that I created, I did put Mason Holgate as that center back and John Joe Kenny. Even still, it would have been two very inexperienced defenders in the team. So maybe the difference wouldn't have been too much. But at least there will be three center backs in there that have all played together. Mason Holgate's familiar with that position. So, maybe having John Joe Kenny in there would have still caused us issues, but maybe not so much. But what we're lacking right now is men in the midfield. Idrissa, he can't do all the hard work himself. And if he goes and starts wandering, at least Tom Davis, who isn't really too much of a holding midfielder, he's not defensively sound enough to play that position by himself. We're seriously missing Morgan Schneiderlin, like I said, and maybe it's time for Gareth Barry to come in, but even still, he will be up against it if he comes on, and then he'll have to really get adjusted to the game anyway. So that might cause us issues. So what I'm thinking is, like in my lineup that I created, have Ross sit back, and if he's gonna keep Calvert-Lewin in the lineup, then just have him playing next to Ross to be that extra person, in and around our main goal scorer. What I think he's gonna do is just go back to the four in the back. Maybe, I mean that might stretch us a bit. That might cause us some issues, but it seemed to work for us in recent weeks. So maybe he'll just go do that. Honestly, that might be a bad idea too. But right now we are just not in it. It was a great goal from Philippe Coutinho. It was a wonderful strike. Not gonna take any of that away from him. The goal from Sadio Mane was well taken as well. But our defense, and like I said in my pre-match chat, we knew our defense was already good. Was already stretched. And excuse me, we just loaded the TV. Our defense has already been stretched. It was already flimsy, and it was going to be even more flimsy without Morgan Schneiderlin and Funes Mori. But honestly, it shouldn't be this bad. It really shouldn't be this bad. I mean, it really just comes down to really cutting out the feeding and the outlets in the midfield. If we can just have somebody else in there. And Ross Barkley, I mean, I said, maybe bring him back, let him sit in with Idrissa and Tommy Davis, but he's kind of been off his rocker today himself. He hasn't really been playing the passes that we know he can play. He's been looking for the harder passes. He's been flying in like a maniac. So maybe keeping him in will be a threat, for ourselves. Maybe it'll be like shooting ourselves in the foot if he doesn't settle down. If he doesn't settle down and he keeps flying in, it then at that point we'll be down to 10 men, and that's the last thing we need. So maybe taking him out and putting. Unfortunately, the only option we have from our bench, I believe, is Gareth Barry. So if that maybe that's what we have to do, because I mean I can't really think of anything else. Even if we do go to a four in the back, so I guess it's just in terms of just trusting him, trusting Ross. Seeing where he will go. I don't know. I mean, the manager. I'm sure he's had words with him. I'm sure he's probably almost took his head off for his play today. So yeah, um, we're still in the game. We're only down by a goal. We can come back. We're maestros of that. So we just need to get ourselves together. We need to settle down, really start holding onto the ball, making the smart pass, looking for Rom and Calvert Lewin, or if Calvert Lewin comes off, Kevin Morales or whoever may come on. We could even be Ademola Lookman. We just have to keep the ball. We keep playing these passes and they're just ricocheting, and they're picking up the second ball and doing work with it. So that's all I gotta say. It's been disappointing first half so far, but it was a very impressive goal taken by Matthew Pennington. So that's about it. I'll see you guys in the post match chat. Enjoy the rest of the derby. Remember, go check out Love Everton forum when you guys get a chance. Also, check out my pre match chat. It's on YouTube. It's I was having trouble with with the publishing and stuff, so I had to kind of like rush it. Got it out last night, late last night. So go check that out when you get a chance. And I'll see you guys in the post match chat. Enjoy the match. Peace.